Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Altcoin Mentors YouTube channel. This is Peter, and today I'm going to be doing our technical analysis for short-term trades and trends for Bitcoin and Litecoin. Ether really hasn't been doing much, so there's really nothing to talk about. But for Bitcoin and for Litecoin, things are a little bit different, especially for Bitcoin. Recently, it's had a couple of big days on the upside. On average, it's been pretty average of a move for Bitcoin, but compared to the other coins, it's moved in a considerable way. So in our most recent trades, count them off for you. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 winners in a row right now. Not to get too excited, our streak was 7 a couple weeks ago. We have 2 really nice winners, a medium-sized winner, and then a small winner. And so our most recent trade was yesterday. We held it overnight. We got in at 10,050, and then we exited at 10,600. So we made almost a 6% profit. The reason why we got kicked out is one of the things I showed you the other day when it comes to trade management. So once I make 4 ATR, which is a 336. So basically, I entered the trade here, and once I get to around this point, around 10,400, then I have a choice to make about how I want to trail my trade. Because I'm pretty happy with making $336 on this trade. But how do I capture? There's a fine line between capturing a decent amount more and then allowing your winners to run a little bit. So one of the things I use is the 4-hour ATR versus the 1-hour ATR. So as I said yesterday, when I don't, first I have to get to my 4-hour ATR before I can make that decision. Until then, I usually trail by a 1-hour ATR, so which is 162. But once it gets high above, then I will generally increase my ATR to 336. Unless we're getting to a resistance area or support area if you're shorting. So our target to the top was 11,020. For a long time, it was stalling between 10,800 and 10,850. So the range there was actually pretty good. It fell within the ATR. But as it was trailing and trailing and trailing, it kept on stalling. I got a little bit nervous. So then what I ended up doing was I put my trailer right underneath the color change candle over here at 10,600. It started to go back. This was next candle was an inside candle. It started to go back a little bit higher. But then I had a down candle, and then the next down candle was larger than the average ATR for the hourly basis. And then it ended up kicking me out. So this is a trade I highlight because this might be a possible mistake on my part. Because if I had trailed it to the 4-hour ATR, I would actually still be in this trade. Because the 4-hour ATR would have put me below 10,600. It would actually put me right around 10,500. So by playing a little bit tight, I might have cost myself, a little bit of money to the upside. But we don't know that yet. So I played it a little bit safe because our medium-term trend recently changed to the upside. And since we're getting close to the 11,000, so I'm happy taking this profit. It was a pretty decent profit, so I'm pretty happy with it. Let's go over to Litecoin. So Litecoin is a little bit different. The range for Litecoin has been very, very tight over the last few days. So we had a big run up. Right? So on February 8th, I made another video when we were in this yellow range over here, talking about if it breaks out, it could make a nice break up to 170, 200. It actually ended up doing that. Now it's in the 220s. It broke out again above 200. Now might be a support. And so we got into this trade at 214. And this one, I've been trailing it a little bit looser. So the 4-hour ATR is 16.2. So our high was at 235. So the range is at 219. So I put my trailing stop below this candle over here at 221. And over the last, it's been almost 2 days now. It's been within the range. been in a very, very tight range, even tighter than 16 points. So the range for over the last few periods is been about 10 points. So it's been very, very tight over the last day and a half. So unlike the days before, in this type of a situation, I tweeted out a little bit earlier that you have to be patient, that you have to wait for your setups, because this is a chance where if you follow the shorter time frames, let's say like a 5-minute or 15-minute, you could be going in and out, up, down all the time, and be taking small little losers or small little winners, hopefully winners. But that's a little bit of a harder trade to do. So I'm giving myself a little bit of room because we have ways to go. 260 is my target up to the top. So unlike Bitcoin, where Bitcoin we're getting close to our target of 11,000, for Litecoin we have a little bit more room to go. So because of that, I'm going to give this a little bit more room and see what happens. Well, we hope this video helps you with your crypto trading. If you have any questions or comments, please write down below. We'd love to hear from you. And if you like us, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.